asked to graph the solution set of the system of inequalities. And where your graphing calculator can be really useful is in quickly getting the graphs. Now, these, not so bad. It's pretty easy to throw these up. But if for whatever reason you're not getting it up quickly, you want to just get it done, it's a good way to use your graphing calculator. The one thing you do need to make sure you do is your first step should always be to solve each of these for y. So I've actually already done that. And I'm going to plug in each of these. So this first one, I'm going to go here to y1. Oh, and I've got old stuff in here. Let's delete all this. And so this first one I'm going to put in is negative 0.75x 3/4 plus 3. And then what I can do is I can go to the graph here. And this is my line. So then now I want to graph this on here, and for whatever reason I don't, I didn't use slope intercept, I'm not sure. And I'm like, well, I'm not sure what points these are. Now you can use the zoom or trace, but I find that like this one, that's not so bad, but as you go down, it starts giving you ridiculous points. So you want some decent points. You want up this table button. I'm going to go to second, and I'm going to hit this graph button for the table. And this is going to give me all the different points. So I can see that I've got some easy points I can put in. I have 0, 3, and 4, 0. So that'll be easy for me to graph. Now I can go back and I can do the same thing. And obviously I'm doing a pretty easy one here, but it helps us to learn the process here. So then I've got 1/3 x minus 3. And again, I can easily go here to the graph. And then, I want to go get this on the graph. I can hit, no, I don't want the zoom button. I can hit the trace button. And now I'm on the wrong one, hit the down button, and you'll notice this jumps now to this. And you can see I've got one of them, but say I need more of them. And it's not, as I try moving, it's going to give me ridiculous points again. I'm going to go to the table again here. And now you can see both of them are listed. So I can see, okay, now I have 0, -3, and let's see here, 3, -2. That looks like a good one. So now that I can go back here and I can easily graph these. And so this allows me to quickly get my graphs up. So I need to go to 0, 3. And then what else did this say? Oh, 4, 0. So right there. Now remember, if I click on this point, I can edit coordinates right here. And so say that I'd been slightly off, I could change these to get right there. That's a great way to get in an exact point if you're having trouble getting it over. And I can see this is or equal, so it's a solid line. I don't need to change. If you did need to change to dashed, see that makes it dashed, but I want to stay on solid. Then I'm going to click somewhere so it clicks off there. I'm going to click on another line, and I'm going to start another one. So I'm going to go to 0, 3 now. And then my other point was 3, -2 here. So there we go. And again, if I wasn't sure I was on it, I can click on the point I'm on, and the graphing coordinate comes up here, and I can edit those. Now, at this point, my lines are on here. How do I know where to graph? Well, what I'm doing here is I'm testing a point. Now, I like to test 0, 0. The only reason I don't is if either line goes through 0, 0, then I can't use that. But that's my favorite one to use. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to, so this first one, the top one, 0, 0, I'm going to put that in. And let's see here. That makes that 0 plus 0. And is that less than or equal to 12? Well, yes, that's true. So that means all this is true. But I need the set when both of these are true. So now I'm going to do the same for this one. If I put in 0, 0, 0, is that greater than 9? No. That means all this is true, right? But I only need the overlap. Where's the overlap? Up here. Let's see here. Right here, this part down here. So I need to delete that part, and I want to come over here, and I want to delete this part. And what I do, you can do it here, or I have on a piece of paper, I like to use 2 different colored pencils so I can see, and I'm looking for where the 2 colors meet, and that's the part I want to shade in. So now I'm going to check my answer, and I got the right solution. So you can see when doing this, what your graphing calculator is most useful for is quickly getting up the graphs. Obviously these, which you can graph with slope intercept, probably not much of a problem. But some of the harder ones you might find very useful to get your graphing calculator out, and by using the table method, it'll give you specific points to help you get them neatly on the graph.